defending. I think it's like.
I'm alive. Good morning, people. Deluded. I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what the hell? It's 8:50. What are you doing? You know, it's meant to be 11:30. Don't worry, man. As you can see, well, you could probably see now. Make sure you set your reminders. We go live again at 11:30. We head over to Twitch. Again, assuming somebody don't flop me, I should have a short preview for you guys from 1:30 to 2. If not, again, I'm probably going to cancel that. If I don't get a reply by the time this live stream's finished, I'm going to lock that off. But in relation to my content, we're here now. We're here at 11:30. We're here at 6:45 for Arsenal versus Liverpool. Make sure you get involved in that. Set your reminders and things like that. Football Manager 3:30 as well. I'm pretty sure that's over on Twitch. So the grind don't stop in it, people. It is what it is. No excuses. So I can confirm those pieces of content. I can't lie. Do you know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to take a rain check, bro. Because I mean, I shouted a man at 10 to 11 yesterday. I replied, still ain't got no reply right now. I don't really like wait. I get anxiety waiting on other people. You know, the ones there, people. I think, you know, one thing that I struggle with, especially with YouTube, is not trusting other people. But it's like these variables that I can control, me being here, I can control a lot of things. I can't control somebody delaying and things like that. And there's no hard feelings. It's not one of them. It's just, it gives me anxiety. So I'd rather, while I can control variables, just lock it off. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. So yeah, man, I'll tell you a lot, people. I was going to actually go live at 11:30 yesterday. And then I ate food and I was like, I got that rightus. I don't want to say what the word is. I got that rightus, people. The IC3s know what I'm on. I say, you know what? Tomorrow. And then I woke up today. I was like, why wait till 11:30, man? I want to speak about, obviously, in 11:30, we'll speak about Vlahovic. We do our daily Dusan, as we call it now. You know, we've apparently bidded for Slavio, Jonathan David. I've seen an article on The Athletic that's come out about Liverpool, you know, and their COVID tests. So, yeah, we're saving a bit of things for 11:30. But in relation to this, Arthur Melo, Aubameyang's offer, I know a lot of you, shout out to you that was on my Twitch stream for Leicester versus Spurs. What a game that was. You know, I know a lot of you were telling me about this alleged FA ban or FA investigation or whatever's going on. And I hear The Athletic, you know, removed certain bits of the article. I mean, if you're going to check anyone for match fixing or dodgy movement, surely it should be referees. I'm not being funny. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm here for a Spurs agenda, but 5 minutes of added on time went well over that. You know, shout out to me for bagging a brace for the Pagans, but it went over that. Jumped into the crowd, should have got booked. You know, Spurs did their thing. You know, the battle of the bottle. The Spurs won. Really, that was a good game, really. And Leicester showed probably why they can't get over that line, really. And one has to wonder, Brendan Rodgers, has he got bad luck? It might not be happening for his thing. I don't know what he's on. I'm not going to sit here and cap people. You all saw it as well. TIELEMANS stinker. And I told you, look, I'm not going to be reactionary. I'm still taking TIELEMANS. I still think he's a quality baller. But I told you, look, stop gassing the thing. Because there's I don't want to say Xhaka similarities, but he's got them bozo traits in him, you know. The pass that leads to Spurs' second goal is all on TIELEMANS, you know, really and truly. There's a simple pass to his right back. He wants to be on top of just stinking up the place in the game. He wanted to be a star boy, and he played that pass, and you saw what happened. He's a liability defensively. He can't really tackle. He puts in a shift, but he's a liability. I think out of all midfielders or players in the Prems, he's up there for conceding penalties. You know, he's better going forward, really and truly. So yeah, as much as I like TIELEMANS, there's some bozo traits really in his game, really and truly. And based on them 90 minutes, you know, he's standing in solidarity with Xhaka. Maybe he'll fit right at home, really. You know, I'm seeing TIELEMANS drop stinkers. Vlahovic all of a sudden's missing penalties. These men are preparing for them Arsenal moves. I'm telling you, they're preparing people. But yeah, TIELEMANS was stinky in that game. I'll be real, absolute stinky, like very stinky. Madders had a good game, Maddison, and I know Arsenal are never going to sign him, but this is why I would love James Maddison, people, if I'm real with you. He's got the X factor. They bought them for that goal. I'm not going to lie. It's not just, it's not just TIELEMANS' fault. Ademola Lookman, You know, there was a chance Spurs got caught in possession. It was 2 versus 1. Lloris at your mercy, didn't square the ball. Harvey Barnes at the end of the game tried to be a star boy, should have slipped his don in. You know, games change, goals change games. Apologies, but L's upon L's, and on top of that, you know, that's why Leicester are in that position. I'm not gonna lie though, it was a good game. You know, it was a good game. It was end to end. It had quality, but it was lacking in quality. Both teams were quite open. It was quite a good game to watch as a neutral, people. So yeah, one love to the Twitch gang. Everyone who's been supporting them watch-alongs. You know, we watched Gabon, Morocco the day before yesterday. We watched Leicester Spurs. Today we head over to YouTube. It's Arsenal Liverpool. Make sure you set your reminders. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna read Aubameyang stuff, MELO'S stuff, this betting stuff. Don't forget 11:30 we go live again. Don't forget any questions, talking points, all them things. Feel no sort of way about getting such in. Shout out to my early birds as well, man. DG, do you rate Arthur? I do. Defensively, he might be a bit, yeah, but I like him. You know, admittedly, Fox in the bin. What a name. Brazilian biased. You know, he's Brazilian, so I'm always going to be biased to him. You know, I watched a lot of him. Not that I watched Brazilian league too much or ever have or whatever, but I came across him when he was in South America. I must admit, and I've said this before, I did think when he came to it, I might said England, when he came to Europe, he would have set the world alight a bit more. I wouldn't say he hasn't adapted because he's a good player at Barca and Juventus, but he ain't really taken off really and truly. So I like him a lot. He's good in tight spaces. He's good on the ball, good passing range, can carry a ball forward, good dribbler, you know. Probably plays too much, probably defensively a bit booky, but I'm on it, man. And, you know, I hear there's all this talk of dry loan and all of this sort of stuff. I would like there to be an option because I really think at 25 years of age, that's a good signing. I'm not going to say as good as Odegaard, but I think that could be one, you know, really. Whether that happens or not, once again, allegedly his agent was at London Coley or is in London. We hear TIELEMANS' agent was there as well. So Edu's working on something, but until someone's holding the shirt, it's all dead, really. I'm blessed with you lot supporting the thing hella early, man. You're always in the live streams as well, man. You was putting in the shift yesterday. You know, again, I hope you got your points on Twitch because they try to finesse you, but I appreciate all the support, just like with everyone else, man. Come on, you lot, man. If I don't say your name, don't feel any sort of way. Morning, DG. Can't wait for the game tonight. Neither can I, man. 90 minutes away from potentially getting to a final if we do our job. India in the building. Holland in the building. Rotterdam specifically. I appreciate you guys. So Brian, right back at you. 2-3. Come on. I know you left your headphones, you know. Hopefully that decision-making doesn't extend to our first team. It is what it is. You know, it's rumored that Xhaka is the player in trouble for betting. I mean, free him up, man. He just tried to make a jug, man. He just tried to make peace for his people. Them. I mean, how they not looking at the referees really and truly? You know, Xhaka just tried to make a jug. As I said yesterday, the reason they probably got caught, Xhaka probably, if allegedly, this is all alleged. If it was them, you know, it's probably one Xhaka said, "All right, cool, I'm gonna do it for the man." Them. Then one of his boys, he told his friends probably something like, "Don't tell no one, though. This is just us." Then you know how man them are, chatty patty. He went and told his don, "Don't bait it, but slap a change on Xhaka to do this." Then someone else probably did it, and someone else probably did it, and then it got bait. And then lo and behold, the FA sit there and go, "Oh, what's going on? This is even by Xhaka's thingy estimations. This is suspicious." I can't lie. It must have been the FBI because who would bet an eyelid at Xhaka getting a yellow card allegedly and thinking that's suspicious? You know, it was fully some sort of myth, man. Someone betted 65k on him getting a yellow in the last 10 minutes, bro. They're making a joke. Obviously, it harms the integrity of the game. It's not what you want to see. But wait, is this any? Do we really think UEFA, the Premier League, the FA, they don't do certain things that manipulate and have a say on results? We don't think this betting thing is rife. The lower you go, probably, you know, it is what it is. And like you said, my guy, hey, the documentary is going to be mad. I love my Jamaican tug. Shout out to you and the Australians out there. Up early. I'm always up early. We're still back here at 11:30. Don't get things twisted, man. So yeah, let's get into this, man. We've spoken about TIELEMANS stinker. Let me head over to Safari because that's where I'm logged in on what's this thing called again? Athletic. Let's start with this. Now, like I said, allegedly the Athletic removed certain parts of the article, as Arsenal Twitter is saying. What that means, what implications that means, I don't know. Again, how are we not looking into refereeing really? But let's start with this one first, people. Arsenal looking into yellow card shown to, FA looking into yellow card shown to Arsenal player over suspicious betting patterns. Now, I think a follow-up statement came and said the FA are looking more in general than specifically at Arsenal or Arsenal players. But yeah, the documentary is going to be elite. The Football Association is looking into a yellow card received by an Arsenal player in a Premier League fixture this season amid concerns over suspicious betting patterns. It is understood that bookmakers flagged to the FA an unusual amount of money placed on an Arsenal player being shown a yellow card during a Premier League game this season. The FA told The Athletic. The FA is aware of the matter in question and is looking into it. Apparently, the Athletic knows the identity of the player in question, but has agreed not to reveal it at this time due to legal reasons. So you might as well shut up about the whole article then, really and truly. You know, you've half said it, but you don't want to say it in case you get sued and things like that. Or maybe, you know, let's be honest, this is a mouthpiece for Arsenal. Maybe they've shut them up a bit in that regards. What's the point? Say names or leave the integrity, really. Apparently, multiple gambling industry insiders have told The Athletic that the pattern of betting surrounding the player being shown a yellow card during the match was highly unusual. Betting on the miniature of sporting events such as, I don't know what that is, such as bookings, corners, or throw-ins is a type of gambling known as spot betting. Listen, the facts, people, please, you know, the facts. I think that's it. And it's talked about potential suspensions, but that's it. And it's gone on to, I don't really want to read that about it because it's gone on to talk about Letitia speaking in his autobiography and telling us what spot betting and regular betting is. I mean, you lot are free to use Google for that. So that's where that is. Again, in due course, more information will obviously find its way to us, but it's important probably not to start any rumors and them things there. If we head over to this, let me just accept that. Before, you know, first things first about Aubameyang, you know, yesterday it was reported he's undergoing examinations at Arsenal following his return from the AFCON squad. As you know, 3 players had heart issues surrounding whatever they, you know, heart issues as a knock-on effect for COVID. And yeah, these 3 will not be playing as a part of, you know, any part of the AFCON squad, and Gabon have a decent team. Apparently, Arteta said he is in London now. He's going through some examinations because we haven't had any clarity from the Gabon national team about the reasons why he came back. So that might add fuel to the fire, allegedly, about discipline issues, about bringing Galley home, whatever in it, really, for all 3 players. I don't know what Aubameyang was on there. Obviously, it's our obligation to make sure medically the player is safe. So far, historically, with everything we've done with the player, he's never had that issue. Let's go step by step and make sure the player is the best possible condition, then see what happens. So first things first, we're hoping Aubameyang is in good health regardless of what's going on, people. But if we start closing certain things now, we're going to speak about this at 11:30, folks. So you're going to have to wait. Make sure you're there. Pardon me. Arsenal received a Aubameyang loan bid from Saudi Arabia club El Nasser. I swear we played them in pre-season once. I mean, first thing I'd say with Aubameyang, you know, you could get your wages in it, you know. You could definitely get your wages. You might as well, you know, you can get your wages in a payday. But from European football, from being the talisman of Arsenal and our captain to try to help us back in the Champions League to a payday in sunny Saudi Arabia, it is quite the falling off period now. Don't get it twisted. Money's money. He's on a big contract at Arsenal. You could be on some big boy P's over there. You know, football career is short. Set yourself up for life, especially if no one in Europe wants to take you for these obligations. And if Arsenal not going to play you, you might as well get paid, in it, really and truly. You know, apparently they've offered to take Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on loan. As we've said, he's currently undergoing medical examinations. He was sent home. As we know, he has got 18 months left on his deal and things like that. I mean, a bit disappointed with this. It doesn't specify. From other reports I read, it's a loan with an obligation to buy. It has gone on to say that the team that allegedly want him are 3rd in the Saudi Arabian Pro League. Again, there's definitely 100% more specific articles on that. So let's just type in Aubameyang's name. Oh, stop. Oh, shit, it's right here. Saudi Arabia club El Nasser have offered to sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on loan until the end of the season. Sky Sports News reported earlier that Arsenal would consider offers this month for the former skipper, as obviously he was stripped of his captaincy after breaching discipline issues. Reports have suggested the loan offer includes an obligation to buy. Obviously, if Arsenal get rid of him, that's 25 million probably shaved off the wages, if assuming he saw out the last 18 months. Once again, allegedly, there's an obligation to buy in Aubameyang's alleged offer. Whether that's true or not is a completely different thing. If I was Aubameyang, I'd be open to taking it. You know, I'd make sure I'd be greedy. I'd make sure I'm entitled to my loyalty bonus at Arsenal, and I'm getting that. But it is what it is. What are you lot saying, people? They don't have income taxes there, so he'd actually get paid more. Why not, man? If I was Aubameyang, I'd probably want to stay at Arsenal with a point to prove. But I know he loves his Lambos, so I can see him over there in the desert with them. Man, raw. You know what, boy? I don't know about the desert thing, but boy, you know, I think Aubameyang beyond anything. To be fair, I'm sure he loves the London aspect. It's all about the family, you know, respectfully. You know, he's got a young family, he's got kids and that. It's a lot to, again, I don't know anything about the Saudi Arabian life, but I can imagine it's dramatically different potentially from the life he's living in London. So, you know, school and all of them things, there's that to consider. It's not just him. It's not like if you're 19, 20 years of age, you can just pack up and go. In theory, it's great. You know, we can, as much as I want, I want Aubameyang to get 100 goals for this club. I want him to reconcile with Arteta, because I do think at some point this season, Lacazette's going to lose form. People are going to get injured. Narratives are going to change, and he can make himself a hero. But if that's not going to happen, and then, you know, and there really is some bad blood, and there's no reconciliation to be done, you know, you get him off the wage books. There's no no nonsense going on in it, really and truly. There's none of this in the back burners, really. And as good as it's been of recent for Arsenal, that's one thing that's always kind of annoyed me. We've always got some sort of shenanigans going on, really and truly. Like, we love the dramas and things. So there's a lot for Aubameyang to consider. Obviously, it's right up Arsenal street, but it has to assume that he wants to sign for them and things like that. So it is what it is, man. Away from that, though, as you know, Arthur Melo is wanted by Arsenal on loan. Sorry, people. Where is that? Off topic, apparently Jenkinson's gone on loan to Melbourne City. I know we got a couple of Australians here, so you might have an opportunity to see him if that's your region, people. But yeah, in relation to Arthur Melo, right, I'm getting zanged. I thought you lot could see my screen. Apologies, people. I thought I shared the screen. Apologies. You know, I'm not too sure many Arsenal fans want to see this guy's face, but Arsenal eye Arthur and Telemans as gonna step up midfield hunt. I'm not going to lie, a three-man midfield of Telemans, Arthur, and Odegaard. It sounds great in theory, and it could be great. But I just think defensively, Arthur does booky things. Telemans, as you saw yesterday, does booky things. Odegaard puts in a shift, but he's not going to be known for his defensive stuff. So I would take them all. I would love it. You know, it'd be cultured, but boy, we probably need to train up Lokonga quicker than usual. Might have to bring in another number 6 as well, but it'll be some good options. Apparently, contact has been made with Juventus over a loan move for the Brazilian this month, while the Leicester star is also a target. Boy, if I'm Edu, I'll be sitting there in the Leicester negotiating room and be like, boy, take a couple zeros off that. Take a couple zeros off the Telemans thing. I don't know what you lot were on, but allegedly we've made contact and we're also interested in Leicester City's Yuri Telemans. Based on yesterday, maybe cynics would say maybe that's why he'll fit right at home. We know we're not getting Telemans in January. You know, that's probably a summer operation. What's happening with Arthur? Talks have taken place between Arsenal and Juventus over Arthur, with the Gunners exploring the option of signing him on loan until the end of the season. The Italian club have made it known during discussions that they would be happy to strike a deal, but that nothing will happen until they find a replacement. Bit conflicting, because one minute you hear there's that. In fact, that has been consistent in that they want to bring somebody in and whatever. They've been linked with Bruno Guimaraes, who some would say, you know what, why don't we pack up our money that we're trying to allegedly spend on Vlahovic, whether he wants to sign or not, and commit to Bruno Guimaraes, who 40 million euros, do this thing really, rather than trying the loan. But they're linked, you know, we do hear that they need to bring someone else in, or they want to bring someone else in for cover. We hear another reason for this delay is that they're not happy with the financial commitment from Arsenal, whether that's finances involved in the loan fee, whether that's they want him, you know, an 18-month loan spell as a case to whatever, you know, a couple of months until May, and probably an obligation / buy option. And I get it from Juventus. It is what it is, you know. Again, we're probably at pivotal hours. I do think, I'm not going to say this will happen, but it does feel like this Arthur thing is going to happen. Based on just what we're seeing, but I don't know. Arsenal love to drag things out. You know, probably not going to be available for Burnley. Definitely not going to be available for Liverpool tonight. Shameless people, but make sure you're here for Arsenal Liverpool later today. One love to the 42 of you who've hit the like button on that. Please make sure the 200 of you have slapped the like button already. And obviously, we go live at 11:30. Shout out to the one person who's hit that like button as well. Myself included, makes it 2, you know. It's all about the, you know, it's not about how many people mess with you. It's about who is. And I appreciate you. Whoever it was, you know, I hope you win the lottery like everyone. Unexpected high bills if you ain't hit that like button. Yes, you're hearing that at 8 in the morning. So, yeah, for what it's worth, apparently Juventus are interested in Lyon's Bruno Guimaraes, a player Arsenal also believe they've been keeping tabs on. But the finances involved in doing a deal for the Brazilian this month make any transfer difficult. So that tells me, like I just said, you know, if you're bidding for Vlahovic for where it looks like there's a lot of shenanigans going on, Bruno Guimaraes, so you could say we probably need more urgent signings in midfield. throw the money. But again, this is one of them where you probably don't know all the variables. Again, I don't know what Bruno Guimaraes' agent's like, the willingness from Lyon to do a deal, you know, how the structure of the payments as well, what goes over our heads. You know, there's all different things, you know, maybe the players' demands, I don't know. Sources in Italy are confident, however, that Juventus will bring in a midfielder on loan. They've been linked with Zakaria as well for €6 million, clearing the way for Arthur to leave the club for the remainder of the season. Obviously, you know, we're down to our bare bones, really. I don't really have sympathy. I have sympathy for us fans. I don't have sympathy for Arteta or Edu. I have sympathy for a lot of things with Arteta, but not this, because in August we knew this was a thing. Unless COVID strikes down our whole team, and as a result, God forbid, we have to use certain midfielders, I have no sympathy because we've known about this. So that's that with Arthur Melo. Quickly, people. Apparently, for what it's worth, Edu holds talks with Arthur Melo's agent over Arsenal transfer. Arsenal have stepped up their efforts to sign Arthur Melo after meeting with the Juventus midfielder's agent, according to reports in Italy. According to both of these individuals, Arsenal are still pressing ahead with their bid to sign Arthur and want to commit him on loan until the end of the season. Reports have also said Arthur's agent, Edu, has met with Arthur's agent has met with Edu at Arsenal's London Coley training ground. We're getting bare agents, man. Get the moves done. So, you know, again, it means we're getting closer. I mean, he's not going to fly to England, assuming he had to fly here. If there wasn't any legs to it, we hear Arthur wants to make it happen. Arsenal want to make it happen. Juventus have a willingness, but it all depends on Arsenal's commitment financially and crucially if Juventus can secure cover. And he's been playing recently as well. So, yeah. Back to this article on Telemans. Arsenal are interested in the Leicester City star and have held talks with his agent about a potential move. He has just 18 months left on his contract at Leicester and is not expected to sign an extension. Clubs from all across Europe are positioning themselves to land the Belgium international, and Arsenal are determined to be in the mix. Discussions have taken place with the 24-year-old's representatives at London Coley in recent weeks to explore the situation. Again, it's doubtful Telemans will go anywhere this month, with Leicester expected to keep hold of him until the end of the season as they look to convince him to sign a new deal. Should they be unable to do so, a summer move looks likely, and Arsenal believe they could be an appealing option for the midfielder, especially if they can offer him Champions League football. If UEFA didn't cheat, we'd be Champions League winners, you know. If we didn't bottle that season under Emre, we might have been Europa League winners and won the and obviously got top four. There's so many ifs as an Arsenal fan. If Yaya Toure could get a work permit, if Wenger left and went upstairs earlier, if Stan Kroenke never got his claws into this club, there's so many ifs and buts and maybes. But facts is we're down to our bare bones in midfield and we need some recruitments sooner rather than later, or it's peak, people. But yeah, in relation to Telemans, Arthur Melo, Aubameyang, this FA Cup betting, there you have it, people. You know, it seems to be a slow news day. Obviously, in relation to Slavio and all of them sort of players, Slavio, Jonathan David, Vlahovic, you know, this Athletic article regarding Arsenal and Liverpool, Mikel Arteta's press conference, all of that stuff, we're going to speak about that at 11:30, people. Should we have a quick browse of what's going on where Arsenal's concerned? One love to you lot tuned in so far, people. What is being said? Villa allegedly want Eddie Nketiah. Let's see what's going on there. The Athletic are reporting that. Show me this article. To be honest, you hear they want Luis Suarez. I knew Gerrard was my guy, you know. Gerrard, if you make an offer for Eddie Nketiah, I need that. And well, if Gerrard asks for you, Eddie Nketiah is what, 22? Well, you was defo screaming in the school, Gerrard, so that he can gas you, man. Come, let's do this, man. Arteta has a decision to make. Eddie, overrule it, man. Give us our 10-15 million. Eddie Nketiah, keep it moving. Big up Arteta, but I'm not trying to hear all of this. Eddie's our player. He's staying, this and that. Fuck all of that, man. Sell them and get some bread. I hate you know. I was gonna make a, obviously, without trying to get cancelled, for me, it's like gassing up dead things with Eddie Nketiah and a couple players. Stop making dead things for you that they're nice. Like, not everyone can look like Beyonce, man. Some people look like Susan Boyle. Respectfully, do not cancel me again. Let me keep it PG. You get me? Again, Susan Boyle, I'm sure you're beautiful in your own way. I'm sure people think I'm ugly. I know that's some nonsense, isn't it, people? But anyways, people, I'm trying to find all of this. Apparently, let me share my screen so you lot can go on this emotional journey with me again. Allegedly, I just typed it in. Apparently, Eddie Nketiah is wanted by Villa, but I think I've been hoodwinked because I've been taken to this Villa article. I'm just trying to scroll down. Let me know you see Eddie Nketiah's name, man. Shout out to Aston Villa and what they're doing, but it's irrelevant, man. You know, apparently they're looking for a striker, people. I think Ings and Watkins, it ain't really banging. Where is it? Apparently, okay, we might be getting to it now. Apparently, Gerard's asked about a 9 and things like that. Apparently, Gerard wants 3 strikers in the squad, which is why a number of championship clubs are still waiting to see whether they can take Cameron Archer on loan. Again, all these championship clubs are looking at him. Keenan Davis has gone out on loan. Despite Villa's priorities remaining at centre-back and defensive midfielder, there have been some conversations around strikers. Here we go. Arsenal's Eddie Nketiah has been considered as he enters into the final 6 months of his contract. I think he's going to run it down personally, while Villa also continue to monitor the situation of other forwards on the continent. I mean, come on, man. I need some more sentences in that concerning Eddie. Come on, man. Villa's a big club. You could go there and do your thing. Again, if I'm Eddie, truthfully, I don't know if you're starting ahead of Danny Ings and Watkins. Same way if you're at Brighton, are you starting ahead of Mupé? Same way at Palace, are you starting? I think you could start in theory. I don't know it really and truly. You know, I hope somebody buys Eddie Nketiah just because I like the guy. You know, I think people are harsh on him, but it's not my money. But, well, if we're meant, it's like, again, as I keep saying, Arsenal are meant to be we were meant to be self-financing on the best of days. Arsenal need to watch their pounds and pennies on the best of days because we're not in Europe and things like that. And it's like at times we're moving a bit too reckless. We're moving a bit too naive. Like Eddie Nketiah, that's bread on the table, whether that's 5, 2, 10, 20 million. At times you could have sold that. Ainsley Maitland-Niles could have been sold. And again, you don't need to know about the big money signings, you know. Again, I'm not saying these players have necessarily been bad, but if I throw some names, Lacazette, Xhaka, Pepe, have we got what we thought we was getting when we was initially linked with these guys? Kolasinac, the wage is committed, you know. Stopgap signings like Cedric and Marie, which, you know, could be expensive mistakes. Aubameyang, I love Aubameyang. It seemed like the right thing to do to give him that deal, but you know, hindsight, everybody's a genius. What you're seeing now, maybe there was some concerns. It's like we're being a bit more reckless. So if it's up to me, I'll drive Eddie Nketiah to the Midlands myself, man. You know, I don't know how good the phone signal them sides are, but it is what it is, man. Really, really and truly. Let me slap Nketiah. The Villa, Aston Villa, better yet. But I don't know, man. If it's up to me, you're there in it. Like you need to go. Like not that I think you're a bad player or anything. I like Eddie. I think people are harsh judging a man at 22 years of age, but fundamentally, you might be levels one day. Right now, I don't think you're levels, man. Really, really and truly, I really don't. I know you do your thing in the cup. Anytime we buck a half decent opposition, you struggle. Like Nottingham Forest, I just think you know, not an inflated ego, but when you're just sitting around the first team, it's an inflated ego. Yeah, so it's dead, really and truly, you know. And I told you lot, people. I told you lot. I said, give it a while, yeah. We're going to get linked to Scamacca. Arsenal have been linked with Scamacca against that Swallow guy. He looks quite decent. Again, this isn't making much sense, this article, but let's see what's been said, people. Giovanni Cannavale has told Sports Media Set that Sassuolo are fortunate Gianluca Scamacca is sought after a number of clubs admit interest from Arsenal. Again, he's a young striker, been finding his feet and whatnot, people. Only 5 players across Italy's top flight have outscored Scamacca so far this term. Vlahovic probably one of them. He also accounts for 24% of his team's goals, people, as they sit 12 points from the relegation zone. Apparently, Arsenal are tracking him. Let's see what's going on here. This was 19 hours ago, people. So, again, I keep thinking the screen has changed. Tottenham have joined Arsenal in the race to sign Sassuolo goal scorer Gianluca Scamacca. Newcastle, meanwhile, have asked about information. The 23-year-old has finally been given a chance at Sassuolo 5 years after joining them. You know, he's gone out on loan, but he's finding his feet now. You know, Conte, you can't really say no if he was going to go and play under his former fellow Italian. They only want 33 million. You know, I agree with this. He's still young and largely unproven, but there is something to like. I think he's a good. How does it make sense? I don't really want to praise a striker for having quick reactions, but he's got quick reactions. He's got variety in his goals. He can run in behind. Again, he wouldn't be number one, but I think at 33 million, it might be something in it, really and truly. So yeah, people, you know, he shares the same agent as Kulusevski allegedly. So it is what it is where that's concerned and that transfer news, people. But yeah, we've been linked with Scamacca. Let's slap his name into this. Arsenal want Scamacca. Again, for me, people, I'm very wary of just anyone we're linked with, incomings and outgoings to Italian clubs. Because again, as I always say, it's like the Italian clubs just want to pull Arsenal's pants down on the best of days. Maybe more so because they've got thingy now. You know, the Italian boys are over there at Spurs, so where they're pagans. Emre aside, nobody made Aubameyang excel wide left. It's a criminal failing of Arteta's. Out of desperation, he opted for Martinelli and Saka. He never gave a true run. He never gave a true run of them both with Aubameyang. It's true, but to be fair with you, I do think up until he dropped Aubameyang, he was riding with Aubameyang. You know, Aubameyang was stealing goals off Odegaard, missing penalties, missing. You know, what was that? What I swear it was Newcastle where he slid in and hit the post. You know, but he was backing him. It's like when Aubameyang stopped, you know, he started him in the North London derby where no one was saying to start him. It was all Lacazette. And yeah, you know, it seems like he's been backing him, and then you know, my man's threw it in his face with the discipline issues, allegedly. That's just what it looked like to me, in my opinion, as a fan. As for Xhaka, he idolizes Cristiano Ronaldo. He shares the same egotism with 1% of the ability. Apparently, he's just a Swiss Lee Catamo. To be fair, you know, he's better than Lee Catamo. You know, really. Morning, people. They're morning, people. Morning, DG. Just came back from work, tuning in. Where you say, shout out you, Chef. Hope you had a good, positive day at work. I'm there, my guy. You know, I hope everyone's doing well and safe. You lot on to Xhaka, man. If it's Xhaka, then that was a safe bet. Nothing suspicious there. That's nothing deluded. I'm sure Stuart Atwell's brother had 40k on Xhaka being sent on versus City. Probably. No one wants to talk about the refs. Man like DG, did someone already cry about you wearing a Dortmund jacket? We're too early for the kids, man. The kids, them are probably, you know, getting taken by their parents on the school run. So it's like the grown men and girls are here. So it's a stress-free watch-along live stream, better yet, in that regards. Makes sense for us to let him go. No future at Arsenal. I hear it. I'd convince Aubameyang to accept less game time as his contract comes to an end. He shouldn't leave with less than 100 games. I mean, you're not getting in the squad. It's an attitude thing, isn't it? You're gone. Shout out, Rochelle. This is why I wanted Guimaraes just a bit more defensively solid. Yeah, he is. And for me, it's what tips it for me is you could buy a man permanently or you could grab a man on loan. And for me, I know we ultimately got Odegaard, but I don't really like these dry loans and things like that. Obviously, at face value, a man can come to the club. We need a midfielder. He wants to play. Juventus may or may not want to get rid of a man. We can use him without maybe committing to buying a midfielder or making a mistake as opposed to panic buying and see if we can go through to the summer. But as you said, beyond the obvious, Guimaraes is a permanent player. Like he's here. You know, it's difficult to adapt in January, which is why I'd rather a man be here long term. Because if Arthur doesn't, you know, as we know, January is a difficult time. Odegaard, you know, came mid-season and had a little, you know, and people weren't kind. It doesn't help us really and truly now, does it? So it's one of them. And for me, we've tried to get Guimaraes back when he was in Brazil. I'm sure there was a point when Guendouzi was going through his handbags. There was rumors we tried to offer him in the swap deal for that. You know, again, when I see things like this, it's like when you see Aouba, it seems like nobody's making a move. When I see us just not going for Guimaraes, maybe things can change, but it leads me to believe surely there's more to the story than us humble football fans know, because when something's so obvious or seems like something so logical, surely there's something that we're missing. I don't know that. We could be right and we're just moving mad, but I don't know, man. But like you said, Guimaraes, again, the right profile as well. Everything's there. Telemans can't defend. We don't need him. We need a defensive mid. I mean, Telemans can pass the ball forward. We need that. But I hear you. He's got some flaws. Telemans is a perfectly balanced partner for Partey, but Arthur, he's terrible out of possession. A bit harsh. Ceballos offers more and even had more of a La Liga impact at Betis than Melo at Barca. I'm not sure that is true, you know. Again, I can't really tell you a game Ceballos has batted up really at top level. I can tell you Arthur, you know, Spurs isn't a top game, but we all remember. You can see the Brazilian bias coming out. Disappointed in Brentford and Leicester, not gonna lie. Man's disappointed. Bro, respectfully to Brentford, big up them, but their manager, it sounds Sunday League-esque, you know. Man lost 3-1 or something. Shout out to all the Man United Academy players for scoring, and he's saying we had them in the first half, and he's happy about that. I told you lot yesterday when they played, I think they played Spurs in the FA Cup a couple years ago, and he was just finding positives where there's none, man. It's a Sunday League little kids thing, and yeah, let Brentford bottled it. When we was watching Leicester Spurs yesterday, but when you lot were telling the game to me and you're like, De Gea's making bare saves, Brentford are not taking chances, I said, yeah, United are scumbag in that game. I see Ronaldo throwing his toys out the pram. Leicester bottled, man, you know. Leicester bottled, you know. Leicester bottled. Leicester do the bottling thing, really. And hopefully, you know, Spurs won the Champions League final yesterday. Hopefully, you know, Leicester don't bottle when it matters. Why are we only looking at one centre mid target for January? Wouldn't it make sense to look at other options too? Fair play to the club. I mean, we are clearly looking at multiple options in my opinion. Tielemans was shocking yesterday. Off the ball, the guy's a disaster. It's Maddison who can't defend. I mean, it's a bit harsh. Villa don't want Eddie. They're building a proper team there. Ooh. You know Arteta loves Eddie DG. You can love him, man. I don't know. Maybe Eddie brings the Eddie Cedric. I think these guys bring coffee for Arteta. Really, same way William was probably saying unlimited food whenever you show a certain pass. But for me, Eddie, go and ring the line somewhere else, man. I like Eddie. You know, I do think, you know, you could become a Premier League player. I don't think you're ever going to be the talisman for this club beyond being a squad player. But go and prove me wrong. You know, but for me, if I'm Eddie, I think I'd run down my deal. I think he is going to run down his deal personally. And Arsenal are going to get the short end of the stick, man. Considered, to be honest, being real, Eddie isn't going to be starting for Premier League clubs. Eddie is good, but he isn't first team quality yet. Bro, squad player, super sub settings, 100%. Eddie isn't on the level of Watkins, let's be real. He's not on the level of Bear, man. And again, because you ain't played 10 games, man, don't know what you're getting from Eddie. Is it any coincidence him, Joe Willett, Reece Nelson, since they've been thrown into the first team and started their real careers temporarily for Nelson on loan, Joe now at Newcastle away from that form thing, and Eddie in general, they're behind? Why? Because they've been on the cusp of the first team playing occasional games, and when they have played this shit, man, respectfully, you know, how many times would, respectfully to Blackpool, how many times did Eddie play in Blackpool? Oh, my phone. Again, there's no charger when it's a serious game. You know, Eddie, he's a gunman in front of goal at youth level, but you can't be a fox. You're not a fox you're a cup king, under 21 skeng man, under 23's legend, but first team, you're not that because you ain't played. When you went to Leeds, you struggled and you're going to struggle. You're trying to adapt. A lot of people said he's, you know, he's our Tammy Abraham. No, he's not, because Tammy Abraham's been on the scene getting goals. They said he's our Brewster. No, he's not, because Swansea, you know, at Swansea, Brewster did his thing. You know, they said he's our Solanke. That's a shout because Liverpool finessed piece for Solanke. But yeah, Eddie's got to go somewhere he's going to play. I wouldn't say he's got an overinflated ego, but I think he might think he's more certain than he is. Joey, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. It's a pleasure to be here with you lot. It's a pleasure to be back here at 11:30 with you lot as well. Don't forget about that one. Let me know your opinions and whatnot on Arthur and all of these things. Let's win this game at Liverpool. Come on, you Gunners. It's at the Emirates, but yeah, man. Big up DG. Early stream. You know the thing, man. What do you think about Saka to Liverpool? No. Of course, I wouldn't want that. AUBA had dusty agents. That's his problem. No one's in for him these days. But hey, man said DG's looking like scored 2 against Leicester today. You mean yesterday? But yeah, man. Who will pair with Lokonga in midfield today? I'm worried, guys. Boy, as part a comeback, have we sent a private jet? Now, as I said yesterday, and you lot probably said yourselves, Burnley, assuming that happens, is probably the realistic one for Partey. Arthur Melo the same. But I would say for today, boy, it's going to be a lightweight midfield, but I would probably run, if I can, Lokonga, Odegaard next to each other, Smith Rowe in the 10, and we just have to do a thing, innit? It is what it is. We just have to try a thing because there's no sixes there, innit? We just have to try something. It's just have to run that and hope for the best, in my opinion. Let's get to 100 likes. You lot are violating. How we know 100 likes? You lot are violating, man. I'm going to cry, man. Here, that's stupid o'clock for you lot. No breakfast as well. They'll get twisted. I'm definitely going to my breakfast for the next live stream. We should be buying Richarlison. He's a monster in terms of work ethic, good header, decent finisher. I don't know. I mean, Brazilian bias aside, Richarlison's one of them booky new age Brazilians where sometimes I watch you, I'm like, you're good, you know. Then I look, you're like, you're kind of booky. It's like Gav this as well. It's like, I think the world of you, and then I think, am I gassing you? Like, are you lot fraudy? I don't know, man. Be done with Eddie's average. He ain't left. Well, I can't lie. Arsenal have seen. There's been numerous average players that have had great careers at Arsenal, United, Liverpool, etc. So being average isn't a problem to me. It's just nothing's wrong with it, man. I don't think Eddie has the same mentality as Saka, Smith Rowe, and others starting. A bit harsh. Not feeling this defensive mid-talk. We need a ball player, someone who will embarrass you if you press him. Trust. Almost like another Odegaard who's more comfortable further back. Haven't replaced Santi. Trust. Richarlison's injury prone. I don't know, man. I don't know full of that. Arteta and Edu are cleaning the club right now. I mean, so many players considered Deadwood. I hear that, but you know, when you're getting rid of Kolasinac and all of these things, but I have to go against the narrative. You lot gave Aubameyang the new deal. You lot brought in Pablo Mari. You lot brought in a Cedric. You lot brought in William. So I'm not really going to give you lot praise for righting your own wrongs. All the other wrongs, yeah. But unpopular opinion, that's Arteta's squad. Whether he's brought these players or not, every player that's in that squad is there because he's ran the rule over them. Any player that's not there, for whether that's through ability, through just not playing, through attitude, they're not there. It's a problem when he's a striker. He can't lead the line for when his team has an average striker. He's a side man. That's about it, man. Big up DG Love from South Africa. Big up the South Africans. Them watching Milinkovic-Savic highlights yesterday. Wish we had a player like him. I would not mind him at all, man. But they say he's another one with Buki agents. So, I mean, everyone's probably got, you know, everyone's probably got Buki agents, man. But it is what it is. And let's see what Fabrizio Romano is saying, man. Let's go on his account. What I do need to do is go on Twitch and delete something out the schedule as well. Which is a shame. But yeah, we still got the Football Manager thing on Twitch at 3:30. We're definitely gonna start earlier than that. What was we doing now? Let's slap in Arsenal online again. I mean, outgoings is one thing. I am liking the outgoings, but I mean, we're leaving it again. A day is a long time in football. A week is a long time in football. So anything can happen. But we're firmly in the last 2 weeks of the window. And I did say, and you lot did say as well, the last 2 weeks is probably when we see some movements. And boy, let's hope we see some movements in it. We need a midfielder. I need a midfielder, if I'm honest with you, man. That's the only thing I wanted really in the summer. That's the only thing I wanted now. I like all the striker talk. You know, we're probably not going to get Vlahovic, but a midfielder, the minimum. Big up DG. Early bird gets the worm. Always wanted Arthur Melo while he's at Barca. I think he could be another under-the-radar signing with brilliant experience. Asking for massive playing. I think you mean for massive teams. Hear that? Hear that? Morning, T. I hope you're well and safe. Your message is gone by Cisse morning. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a clause in Aubameyang's contract that Dortmund get a bonus if he scores 100 goals. Wait. What else are you lot saying? Attacking mid and defensive mid is needed in those two areas, but the problem, lack of bench with quality, going to be really hard. Even with a striker and mids, no new right back, no good bench centre back right now. I hear that. You know, on top of the obvious, we probably need a backup right back. I hope Saliba gets an opportunity, but if he doesn't, then we need to find someone who can be a steady Eddie centre half. Leno, I can't imagine is going to want to be on the bench for another year, and he's contracted until 2023. So you're going to need to buy a backup goalie. As you know, them things there are very difficult to find a decent pair of hands that's comfortable sitting on the bench. So there's a lot of things. The Dortmund tracksuit looking good, my guy. Well, you know, I can't even do a Klopp accent. You get me? It's just a comfy. It's just one of my. You know, you just got a comfy hoodie. It's just mad comfy. If you could sign any 3 players in the world, who would you get? Open checkbook. Man said open checkbook. Neymar, Neymar, without a doubt. Neymar, Mbappe, Haaland. Like quickly, front three's looking mad. Sorry, Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe. You lot can be part of the team. We'll do a thing, but quickly, if it's an open checkbook. Obviously, if it was quote unquote realistic, Bruno Guimaraes, Vlahovic, Karim Adeyemi. Trying to think of a next name still. Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, Mason Greenwood for thingy English agendas and that. Yo, DG, tuning in from COVID isolation down under. All right, first things first. Hope you get through that. Hope you're in good spirits. Hope you got your health. Your health's on the mend, just like everyone else listening. Hope you're doing well and not too cut up about Leicester, bro. Imagine getting stressed about Leicester bottling. You know, Leicester and Spurs bottling makes it look easier for us, man. What do you think of Aubameyang's loan rumors? Nonsense. I spoke about earlier, but nonsense, really. Like, he's got an offer from the Middle East. It's a good offer. Allegedly, Arsenal are assessing it, but you have to assume he wants to go, you know. Reality is, you know, Arsenal have no strength in negotiations for Aubameyang because it's a bit like the Ozil thing. I'm sure Aubameyang wants to play either at Arsenal or elsewhere, but, you know, his contract's running down. And again, if he's what did the article say? 25 million in wages from now to the end of it. So someone's got to do, you know, someone's got to look at something. Imagine Martinelli learning from Neymar. Listen, Brazilian revolution is happening. Arthur Melo, Edu's there, Martinelli, Gabriel, couple other men are there as well. It is what it is. Don't ever who? That is not my name, especially with what's going on with his thing. You're moving mad. You're moving mad. I don't know who he is, man. Maybe you need to send some canteen sheets or something. I don't know how you contact them, man. They allow it, man. What about Kareem? Why you want him? Because Kareem Adeyemi is a baller, bro. Baller, simple as that. He's special. He's a demon, and he's gonna get better and better. You know, from a footballing sense, I fell in love with the guy when I saw him play. I don't know about this. Who is that? Trust me, bro. Sandro, William, who is that? Who is that? We don't do that over them sides. I don't know about that. That is not my name, especially with what's going on with them and there. Let's make sure we're getting things right. It's too early in the morning for that nonsense. Again, I don't know where your keyboard is, to be fair with you. You know, the D is here, and then you've got the T and the G. The T is below, the G is below the T. I can't lie. No room for error. Please look at your typing, man. Man said might have to turn Leno into a right back. Might have to turn Ramsdale into a centre mid. He's probably one of the most progressive bosses in our team, really. Bro, just hearing the chat regarding transfers, incomings and outgoings, and the Arsenal still have a lot of work to do. Do we really, though? Because what? Kolasinac is gone. Couple loans are getting patterned. We never, in terms of bringing in people, yeah. Marie's probably gone, Udinese. I hear it. But even then, you know, Udinese, I mean, Marie, El Nene, who's been linked with a move, these sort of guys that on the best of the Eddie that I would let leave. I'm very wary about tearing up the squad, you know, and putting us down to our bare bones and whatnot. Not that I have faith in many of these brothers. Sorry, typo. Nah, it's all banter, my guy. But yeah, man, I ain't even gonna bring up your comment there. You've said, have you heard Aubameyang and the rumor he was drunk and trying to bring girls back to the hotel? That's why he was dropped and sent back to the UK. All allegedly. I think Aubameyang's lost his head. But man, just saw some pretty women and tried pattern. What's wrong with that? Like, you get me? He tried to pattern. You know, he tried to pattern. Better footballers probably did. Obviously, on a serious note, Aubameyang, if that did happen, you don't need it. It question marks your discipline. It gives our Arteta sympathizers more strength and your haters more strength because you're being proved right. Oh man, probably been in lockdown. You get it? He's trying to get in. I swear he's got a wife. Don't say he's moving a bit booky. Still, there's probably, you know, but it is what it is, man. You know, Aubameyang trying to get too nookie. You know, Xhaka trying to help his boys make peas. I can't lie, you know. I know I should be a bit more serious, but in the grand scheme of things, it's cool, man. I see this in Sunday League all the time. It's all good, man. It's all good. You ain't trying to kill no one. Like, it's good, man. It's cool, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. Pablo Marie's official. Tim Udinese is official. Is it on Arsenal.com? Because until I see them ones there, I don't know. But then again, he did kind of say, oh, yeah, it has been confirmed. He's holding the shirt. See, I've missed that. But then again, can you blame me? It's Pablo Marie, man. I'm not trying to stay up to date with what Pablo Marie's doing. Why don't we go for Tuchemani? Trust me. But that's going to cost pretty penny, man. And that would be a great sign. Add him to the list as well, man. Banded it up the other day for Monaco as well. Can we just reflect on our team pre-Arteta and right now? I think our squad has improved a lot. Top four is getting closer, just a couple players short. Exactly, we need that, man. Auba has a wife and kids. That must be an issue with that. That must be an issue with that Auba rumor. I mean, Auba, for what it's worth, quashed them rumors and said it's nonsense and people are out to get him and all of these things. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna back my Capitano. But yeah, man, it is where it is, where he's concerned. Why is it? Oh, my timestamps, my beautiful timestamps. General Arsenal. Sorry, folks, keep your opinions coming. Don't forget, we're live at 8. We're still going live at 11:30. What's going on there? Slap that in there. There we have that. DG, how are you stepping up and bagging the last minute winners for Spurs last night? Nothing personal, just business, man. Good footballers, man. Good footballers. He's hard, bro. He's hard. Then he can improve. The problem is, the more he plays with Paul Pogba, Real Madrid and them man there onto him. You know, I think he's better than Camavinga right now, and he ain't got the move Camavinga has. What extraordinary change of position can you recall, like a goalkeeper being reconverted as a forward? I can't remember none of that. The one thing I would say, I'm sure Samba for Blackburn under Sam Allardyce was playing up front once due to a centre-back, a striking crisis. Now you lot moving mad. When it rains, it pours. Auba is caught in a storm right now. Trust, you can't buy any luck, man. Can't buy any luck. What's the talk around Arsenal player getting a yellow card? Mad betting. I mean, we've spoken about that. Go back to minute 0 all the way to 33:40. But yeah, there's no, again, apparently it's a general investigation rather than a specific player. Apparently the suspicious activity. Someone bet 65 grand on something. Hey man, now I'm just wearing the jacket, broski. But then again, I was born in Germany still, so makes sense. Born in Germany, France, North Middlesex Hospital as well. Born everywhere. Do you think we are gonna try bring in squad players in the summer, or gonna try a City thing? I don't think we could try a City thing. Just bring in the right players. I mean, if we go back to Edu's comments a few months ago, out in the future we might sign 1 or 2 players. You'd be inclined to believe they're more creme de la creme, but we probably have to do a bit of both. Like, obviously, you're probably gonna have to, unless you've scouted, shell out on a big striker in the summer. I would say bring in a top midfielder as well. And then you're probably going to have to supplement the squad with a competent backup right back / rotation option / someone that costs a similar fee to Tomiyasu that can fight him for that role. I said earlier, you need a backup keeper. Keen to see what happens at centre-half as well, personally, because I personally think we're in trouble if Ben White or Gabriel get injured. I like Holding, I'll defend Holding, but he's rubbed, really and truly. And Saliba, I don't know at this moment in time. I hope Saliba's going to get his chance, but every couple of months, there's rumors he's going on loan. He's not going to make it here. Then there's rumors he's going to get his opportunity. It all depends. Until the summer comes, I don't know what we have planned for him, really. It's a brazy one. Brazy indeed. What other Arsenal news are there? I can't lie, I'm going to have to buy that. I'm defo buying that. I'm defo Arsenal's shirts just dropped. I'm defo buying that. These guys have me in a chokehold, blood. These lot have me in a chokehold. Absolute chokehold. They just dropped a shirt and I'm buying it. I'm buying it. No one can stop me. Oh, it's a pre-match shirt. Oh, it's not a 30 thing. Oh, they're probably going to wear that today, innit? Oh, I'm not sure, people. What are you saying for this shirt? What are you lot saying for this thing? Looks like the Piccadilly line. I think it's inspired by that. Looks kind of horrible, innit? But it looked better here. Oh. It's only 48 quid, though. It's Arsenal. See how these lot have me in the chokehold, people? They got me, man. They got me. Like, I need to do a review video, but they got me with this. They got me. I can't remember which one I got. I got one of these. I should have got this. They've got me, people. Don't be like me, man. Don't be like me. It's not too late to change, man. Man said that's a nightgown. Wait till next season here in all black kit is on the way. Or get this now. Wait. TFL drip. I'm not even on it. You lot are rubbing it out. Awful. Them train seat skins there. Not gonna lie, that Arsenal shirt looks like my grandpa sleeping at time. Hey, big up granddad, man. He's probably got better drip than that. Yeah, you lot are turning me off from that. I ain't getting that then. You lot have put me off it, man. Man said TFL drip. Man said leave it dead. Shirt drop can mean only one thing. Smoke screen for no signing. No one does banter like Arsenal. Would you take Van der Beek? Do you rate him, boss man? Just out of curiosity, Felipe, I would take him, and I do rate him. But the one thing I would say against him, he's a soft youth, and we've got a lot of them. He needs arm around him, and Arteta can do the arm around you thing. But right now, I need people that are mentality monsters, that like they're just with it, man. Like they're just with it right now. I think we need a couple of them. We've got a lot of these soft youths. I don't know disrespect to anyone, but yeah, man, and. Yeah, man, like he could do a Mazza, but yeah, man, stop capping. You're gonna copy. I'm fighting with the devil, man. But it looks dead, and you lot are the TFL drip, and I can't lie, it looks dead when I zoom in. I'm not gonna lie, this long sleeve top looks better. Yeah, I might still copy it still. just because it's Arsenal. These, how do I want to buy something I don't like just because it's Arsenal? The jogging bottoms as well. The jogging bottoms are nice. These lot have me, man. These lot have me. I feel sorry for my unborn children because you're going to have to support Arsenal because we're all wearing this. If you don't support Arsenal, then you need to ask your mum to buy all these shits because you ain't getting nothing from me, man. Probably looks cold in real life. Fighting with the devil, man. Fight. You love convinced me not to, but when I'm alone staring at that, my wallet in front of me and my card out, it could be a different thing, really. Adidas love us. Every kit, new week. Bro. New kit every week. Apologies, boy. Because they know we'll buy it. Like, they know I'll buy it. They've got us, man. If you get it, you'll be funding the Arthur signing. Sold out on Adidas straight away. I went for a long sleeve, instant regret, but it's all part of the drug. Harry, it can't be. Don't do this to me. On Adidas, well, yeah, Arsenal must still have their things. You see that they've got us in a chokehold, you know, just like the yellow shirt. It came out randomly and we all just bought it within minutes. Everybody stopped what they're doing. Like, I was sat here about to prepare for a live stream. Everything got stopped for that. Crazy. Arsenal's marketing team has you on streams. Can you blame me? I see Smith Rowe in something. You put Smith Rowe or Saka in something, I'm buying it. Like, I can't lie to you. Oh, man. Chokeholds are us, man. DG, we all know we're going to see you in it tomorrow. To be fair, postage and packaging ain't that quick, is it? Like, really? Have you got medium? Medium's in stock. Do I really want it? Like, one click. I can do it in one click. One click and it's mine. Like, it's... I don't know, man. It looks lovely, man. It's not even nice. Why am I convincing myself that it's nice? The tracksuit bottoms are lit. You know what? Like my nan used to say, it's not everything you see you must get. Nanny, things change when I get my own money, man. But oh, you know, flip a coin, man. If it's heads, I cop it. Tails, no. Well, let's get in. That was horrible. Hey, tails. All right, I live my life. Tails of what am I doing, man? You lot can see my hand-eye coordination's appalling, man. Yeah, that's how I live my life. Boy, we're not getting it now. Apologies, people. You know, the devil had me in a chokehold. The devil had me, man. The devil had me. Bro, it was in the basket, you know. It was in the basket. It was in the basket. I just had to press. How quick do I want it? Do I want express or standard? It was that quick. All right, man. We're gone. We're gone. Memorized, fam. They've got me, man. They've got me. Don't be like me, man. Don't get in a chokehold. What are we currently watching is priceless. This is how much a fan should love their team. They've got me, man. Like, and I'm gonna sit here and tell you, like, I don't care. I'm emotionless. All of these things, they've got me, man. They've got me. They've got me. 424 drip was wavy. Trust me. Buying that would give you a fine from Xhaka. Fair play. Fair play. Kind of random. I love random questions. Not too random. Kind of random. But what part of the season are you usually most excited to? January window, August, end of the season, etc. As an Arsenal fan, I don't know if excitement is one word you could use, but you know, there's excitement, there's anguish, there's anxiety, there's anger, there's happiness. Part of the season, well, in the last couple of years of being an Arsenal fan, I'd say May, because at least it's done. I'd say December period. Games come thick and Christmas period. The games come in thick and fast and all of those sort of things. I would say that. I'd say that. Big up my guy. Where are you? Big up my guy Khan. My G going to the game tonight. Unfortunately, it's watch along business. DG, would you take Zachariah to bolster the midfield for 6 million? You could do a lot worse, but certain people would say the last Swiss midfielder that you bought from Borussia Mönchengladbach, you'll know the thing. If we could buy anyone from Gladbach, I would say let's see what they're saying for their young midfielder Kone, but he's going to cost substantially more than that. Not gonna lie, the build-up for a final in May/June is one of the latest moments to be an Arsenal fan. I hear that. That's true. But I say the festive period for me. I'll give it festive period. Games are coming thick and fast. There's injuries. There's all of these sort of things, man. Pardon me. Pardon me. Big up, DG. Sorry I'm late. Don't apologize for being late. There's no rules, man. I'm late half the time. Was I on time here? No, I don't think so. I'm late. Glad my C19 test is finally negative for 2 days so I can see the game tonight. Big up yourself, Ryan. Love to see you back on the men. Thank you for your kind words. And shout to everyone who's been supporting the team and helped me get to 44,000 subscribers. Without you lot, it would be dead, wouldn't it, people? Seeing how a lot of people are switching on Telemans after the game, how are you feeling about getting him? I'm still taking him. I'm still taking Telemans, but I told you lot these things. Telemans is shit defensively. He does stupid things. He does a lot of things that, you know, he's got the bozo gene in him, like they say on Twitter. Like, he does bozo things at times. He's incredibly a liability. He puts in a shift, but he unnecessary fouls, losing the balls. He's giving away a lot of penalties. A lot of things you don't want to see in Xhaka, man. They're just screaming Telemans. I'm still taking Telemans, but you can't act like he's faultless, you know. And at 24 years of age, there's certain elements in his game he shouldn't have. Just give me the League Cup final, man. I'm clucking for that feeling. Trust. And I fancy us against Chelsea. But then again, we've had a good time against Chelsea in the last couple of finals. They're due to give us something. Then again, Europa League, they tore us a new one. Personally, I enjoyed the July period. Have no stress then. Yeah, man, all we do is talk about transfers that are not going to happen, really and truly. I hear you on that. I fully do hear you on that. Can't lie, it feels like it's later. It's almost 10 o'clock. One love to you lot, man. It's ridiculous. What else have we got now? Obviously, we're saving things for 11:30. See what else is going on for Arsenal. What's this? Jack Wilshere hints at Arsenal return on Instagram. No, he didn't. He just put I'm not even going to show that article. He just put some clocks up and training. You know, might get to that time. You might have to give him a deal and sit on the bench and whatnot. Why not, man? Seems to be little to no Arsenal rumors, man. At least just link us with Maddison again, man. Just lie to me about something, man. Just lie to me about something. Just gas me about something. And as you can see, people, well, you can't see if I don't share the screen. Confirmation, well, you can see Marie holding the Udinese shirt. He's joined on loan to the end of the season, a dry loan with no buy option. So yeah, we're wishing Pablo Marie the best. Go and do your thing. Hopefully he plays to the standard that tempts people to buy him. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, but hopeful. Appreciate that. Catch you then, man. I do feel like we missed out on Madders, can't lie. I mean, I'm happy with Smith Rowe and Odegaard, but I would have loved James Maddison, man. I would have loved it. I think he's, you know, obviously he's English. He ties into what we're doing. He's got the swagger about him. All of these sort of things, man. There's a lot to like about him. A lot to like about James Maddison, man. I'm hearing the third kit. I'm hearing the third kit next season is light pink. I'm ready for the pink merch. Trust. I'm ready for that. I can't lie. The devil is tempting me back in, man, to look at this shirt again. Nah, man, I flipped my coin. Normally, I don't know. See, this is the devil because normally once I've done my coin flip, that's it. Actually, do you know how many of my biggest life decisions have been on the flip of a coin? YouTube, for example, you know. Literally, should I make this video and upload it or not? Boom, coin flipped and look where we're at. Crazy, man. Leaving our squad way too thin, in my opinion, with all these loans. Madders would have been cold for us. I hear it, but Kolasinac and Marie, them and they are sidemen. I agree with you, but that's my opinion as well. But if we flip it and we look at it from the other way, how many games has Kolasinac played? I know every now and again he's involved and he comes back into from the wilderness. Him, Marie, these men are not really involved like that, but I hear it, man. All black kits, all pink kits, yellow kits. For me, the yellow ones get me in it. I'm still hanging on to the 2004 sort of stuff. Madders would have been great, man. Hopefully, Marie pulls a Torreira and becomes a must-buy for Udinese. Trust. But, boy, I think we're all wishing on a lot there, innit? We're all hoping on a lot there. I hope so, because reality is, I know Marie's probably not contracted until 2023, but you're going to have Maitland-Niles return from Roma, assuming they buy him or not, or at some period he's going to have to return, even temporarily. Torreira to return, you know, a couple of other players as well. And obviously you've got players in general, you know, the 2023 contract And maybe the 2024, there's a lot to do. A lot to do. Man said coin flipping on my multiple choice exam. Hey, let's not take it that far. Do the revision and that, but I hear it, man. No, Arteta has to take the risk and get these guys out the squad, in my opinion. That's literally the reason we've kept on to them for so long for what-if moments. It's true. And I'm saying, that's how I said I agree. But on the flip side, I'd be lying to you lot if I just said we can't consider the other variable of people getting injured. Now, I'd rather the kit man get an opportunity if there's a centre-half crisis than Marie. Marie has shown me, you know, I've always thought Marie was at levels. But when he lost me was the Chelsea game against Lukaku. There's no shame in getting ripped against Lukaku. It's the mentality. Lukaku wanted to score more than you wanted to defend. I don't need that. You know, Ben White's a pretty boy. He wants to defend. Gabriel's a bastard, pardon my language. He wants to defend. You know, Holding, for as meaty as he might be, wants to defend. Pablo Marie was trying to do head and shoulders, trying to pattern his hair and that when Lukaku's racing through on goal. I'm not on it. You've lost me. You're not serious then. It's a myth. You know, and for Kolasinac, he's just not levels, man. He's just not levels, bro. Marie's burned, bro. Marie's burned. Marie is burned, bro. He's fully tobacco, bro. He's fully burned. Like, he's dead. DG, what's happened with all the Hossam Aouba talk? He's gone from #1 target to under the carpet, and we'd like him at the carpet. Zed, I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the rumors of advisors. People don't want him. I don't know. It seemed like he was hot property, and it seemed like everyone had an opportunity to go grab him in the summer. Even like now, everyone is Bruno Guimaraes. No one's really saying nothing about Aouba. I do think he's still a good player. He'll get a move and that, but I don't have an answer. I don't know, man. It's one of them. You probably have to be involved in the world of football and whatnot. We haven't won the League Cup since '93. Would be great for our fans to celebrate it rather than all the years they spent, the Major League spent knocking Spurs for wanting it. I mean, we've won FA Cups and league titles, but you're right. In terms of this potential League Cup, we don't win it. Even though Gabriel got a couple of reds, gets a yellow here and there, he's 30. The way he gets those cards is acceptable. Plays for the badge and shows dedication. Unpopular opinion, the last red card, he was a donut. Gabriel's a madman. You know, at his age, he's going to make mistakes. But I've got time for when I see you make mistakes, Tavares make mistakes, Lokonga make mistakes, Saka, Smith Rowe, these sort of guys. I've got all the time in the world now. Don't get twisted. Just because I don't buy this crap that because you're young, you could just make mistakes. I feel Lokonga, you've played enough games to go and watch your own Arsenal games to know, okay, when I'm passing, I've got to be a bit more careful. Tavares, there's been a couple of other moments in his game, you know, but I've got more time for them because there's light at the end of the tunnel. I can see you lot learning from things. When it's Cedric, when it's whoever, I don't want to just scapegoat people. I have no time for it because you lot experienced players anyways. Kolasinac couldn't cross a road. Cut back Merchant. He was the original left wing, you know, way before Tini. He was the original left-hand centric man. Remember, Kolasinac was bookie as well, man. First game I saw he did roulette. I was like, okay, cool. Don't judge a book by its cover. I thought you was going to be a very different player to what I saw, but just didn't look ready. Xhaka should play in Italy. Slow game, he might do a madness over there. Unpopular opinion, but, you know, he'd still do the same things he does here, really, you know. Bits of madness with bits of genius, and then you just go around and round the houses with him and a number of players, really and truly. Like, should we not also get a right back if we can? But again, it's easier said than done. Big up DG. Listen on my TV more time, G. That's why I don't comment. Like up the show, peeps. Jungle, Jesus. Big up yourself. I appreciate that. What do you think about the whole Odegaard-Maddison comparison? I'm pretty happy we got Odegaard. Are you happy with Odegaard? Would Maddison have been better in your opinion? I said it then and I say it again. I was happy with either or, you know. And again, you can go back and quote me. I said, I don't know why fans are upset about Odegaard or like they were tearing into Odegaard. Obviously, it looked like we already he was already here and Maddison would be a new light and stuff. But I couldn't understand how people were sleeping on Odegaard, and it was a good signing. Good signing because he's got ability. Good signing because of the price tag. And crucially, he was Arteta's man. He's the white man Arteta wanted. If you get your players and you do well, fair play. If you do bad, then it is what it is. It's a fair ground. I would have been happy with Maddison. I'm a big fan of his. I like Odegaard a lot. I would have loved both of them. But a lot of people, you know, let's be honest, you know, Maddison has found his form in the last month or two, you know, and now everyone's bringing it up. You know, at the start, people were saying, you know what, boy, we dodged the bullet not bringing Maddison. And if Maddison had that start, you know, people that were criticizing the club, to be fair, of we're lacking ambition, we're not, you know, spending the 70 million they want on Maddison or whatever, them same individuals would have said we're panic buying and we're doing nonsense and we're doing this and that and the third. So, yeah, man, that's how I'm standing on it. But I would have been happy with Maddison. I'm happy with Odegaard. I would have been happy with all of them. You know, I bought Maddison in Football Manager. He actually stings up the place in that game, but it's all cool, man. It's quite a shame, really. What else have we got? Good question. Keep the questions coming, people. And again, you're right. Maddison has that edge. You know, it's not even, it's the swagger, man. And I've always said, we need competence, we need confidence, and we need consistency. Maddison gives me the vibe of you're confident when there's no reason to be confident, you know. And what I mean by that is right now, Arsenal's form is relatively all right. The fans are all on the same page. It's all good. It's easy to be confident. But when the fans turn against you, when the world turns against you, when you're in a negative bit of form, you know, people start feeling sorry for themselves. I think naturally Maddison is human. He'll do that as well. But I think he'll do his thing. Slower game might help Marie as well, but if you're a dud, you're a dud, man. Xhaka loves grabbing a shirt and he's always flat-footed plus slow, so always gets caught out and panics when a player goes around him, which sees him pick up constant silly cards again. Yeah. And again, that's why I got with Xhaka, with half of these guys, you know, this is them, innit? They're not going to change. Xhaka's what, 29 now, 28? He's not changing. Like, you're not seeing anything in the obvious mistakes. You're not going to see them going. Old habits die hard in general for young players. Someone that's doing this for the last 4 years, it's a myth, man. You're just going to continue to do this. Hit the like button if you haven't. We're so close to 200 people. Kolasinac was explosive when he came to Arsenal. Good couple of months, then dipped. Trust. What's your ideal lineup for today? My ideal lineup, there can't be an ideal lineup because there's no Thomas Partey, but I would say Ramsdale, assuming everyone's fit and COVID stuff, Ramsdale, Tierney, Tomiyasu, Gabriel Ben White, midfield, Lokonga, Odegaard, Smith-Rowe. I think he'll do the exact same thing as last week, by the way. Odegaard, yeah, Smith-Rowe, Odegaard, Lokonga. Up front, Lacazette, Martinelli, Saka on either side. Would be mine, personally. Man said Arteta should flip a coin to get rid of Xhaka. Hopefully it works out that he's gone in the summer. He's been linked with Roma again, so I don't know what's going on there. What's the solution with Pepe? In June, he'll be 26, 27 with less than 2 years left on his contract. Arteta doesn't seem to rate him. Shall we try to get a tune from him? Keep and sell. I mean... But it's looking like you're going to have to just get rid of that one there, really. You know, maybe he stays for another year and then 2023, that summer, you get rid of him because I think you could use him for squad depth. But something's got to change. You're in your prime years. Martinelli's emergent. Saka there, you're not really getting a chance, really. And it's not that Pepe's a bad player, really. I think he could be used for the squad. Probably just have to cut your losses and pattern something for him to get him gone, innit? But then again, are we going to bring in another winger, a striker, a midfielder? You know, a backup right back, a goalie, you know, it's going to be like last summer. Something that leads me to believe we're not going to quite see the mass numbers coming in, really. So there's got to be something. We need to know what we're doing with the 2024 contracts. I think Saka, Martinelli, Pepe are all contracted until then, Saliba as well. So something needs to happen, really. I would love to see Amari Hutchinson get minutes, man. Really would love to, man. You know, the man's a serious player with a great mentality. Odegaard is very one-footed. Many players, all them left-footed, man, are. You know they don't want to use it on the best of days. But I think Odegaard is more of a creative cam, slightly different player. Smith-Rowe has that same hunger for goal and drive as Maddison, in my opinion. True. Who is the star in tonight's match? You think? For me, today's star from our Arsenal match is Smith-Rowe, Odegaard. Did you find any Indian Arsenal fans you meet, and how's your experience? I mean, I've come across Indian fans online. I can't say I've got friends who are Indian that support Arsenal, but if you're talking about people that live in India, then no. But apart from socials, but shout out to you lot. Star of the day, everyone's going to need to be at it, man. Going to need to be at it. I can't lie. One guy I'm counting on everybody, but the young players as well. I'd say Lacazette, man. I feel I need my experience guys today. I need Lacazette. I need Ramsdale, who our class is experience. Tomiyasu, if fit, I need you. Martin Odegaard, if I need you. I need everyone. Lokonga, you need to pattern today as well. I did, unpopular opinion, I think he struggled at Anfield. Not as bad, and I know he said he had progressive passes and he did his bit when we went down to 10 men, but I think he really looks like he wants the ground to open up, and he really is struggling at the moment, and I hope that changes today. Would Pepe work through the middle instead of on the wing? I hear that, but who's trying to run that? maybe if in cup games and if we're in Europa League next season and things. But who's trying to run Pepe through the middle? Honestly, like respectfully, it might bang, but right now, you know, Lacazette looks better. You know, I want to get a striker, whether that's Vlahovic or whatever. Pepe, I'll keep him as part of the squad, but I'm not really on the false 9 thing, if I'm honest with you, man. They always say that about us Leicesters, but if you get that one step push on that right wing and take you line, the keeper's got no chance when I slap it near post with my righty. I hear that. Speaking of slappings. Wrong vid. Speaking of slappings. Speaking of slappings. Seriously. Real slappings. Sorry. I ain't been plugging that vid in a minute, but that's what you call slappings, man. That's what you call slappings, man. I think Lokonga struggled at Anfield too. Score prediction for tonight. I'm feeling 2-1 extra time. Saka winner. I'm right. You want the truth or the truth? Let's start with the heart. 1-0 Arsenal. Gabriel Rob Holding header. My heart. I think 1-0 Liverpool. I think we'll come up short, man. Hey, man. Come on, man. You have to run that, man. I'm living off that. For the next 50 years, I'm living off that goal, man. I'm a fullback. We're never going to be there again, man. Do you think Martinelli will eventually transition into a striker? I believe so. I think that's the next natural transition, and I would like to see him get opportunities to do such, in my opinion. Is Saliba good to go back to Arsenal in the future? I think he is, but we've got to remember he's still developing. And like I said, I want the best of both worlds. I want Gabriel and Ben White, their development individually and together as a centre-half pairing to go from strength to strength. Then I want Saliba to come and complicate it. I want him to think, I want Arteta to go there, I have to play Saliba and Ben White, or Saliba and Gabriel, or Gabriel and my man, or I need to move Ben White I need to play Gabriel and Saliba, but I don't want to lose Ben White, so I've got to throw Ben White to right back. What does that mean for Tomiyasu? Hopefully Tavares keeps improving. We need problems. We need headache. Arteta needs a headache for picking the team, in my opinion, in a positive way. Like Pep must have a headache. Anyways, on the best of days, picking them star boys. But yeah, man. Pepe deserves to stay probably, but he deserves minutes, and we're going to have to fix up the situation sometime. It can't persist, really. I'm not sure he wants to sit on the bench. And to be fair, he's got ability, you know. I don't know for Pepe, because it always seems like we're turning a corner. Definitely, I'm more so under Arteta. It seems like we're turning the corner and then we're back to square one. You know, he had a strong finish to the FA Cup winning season. He had a strong finish to last season, and it just feels like, I don't know what it is. There's the months that happen from the end of the season to coming back, there's something changes, really. To be fair, like Martinelli, Pepe was playing at the start of the season. Yeah, the squad was poor and whatnot, didn't take chances. Pepe just got to take his chance, man. But you're not getting on the right side ahead of Saka, so it's peak, man. Don't forget Tomiyasu can play centre back as well. You're right. Good problems required, man. Good adaptability, and obviously, as we're playing in general with more games next season, you know, assuming we're back in Europe, whether that's Champions League or Europa League, again, you're going to need your whole squad. Obviously, our squad's got smaller. I don't know how many games technically the first round of the FA Cup that we enter to the final, but you can strip that out. You know, there'll be we could have 180 minutes less the League Cup final, League Cup football. But if you go out today, then that's that. Then it's just the league. Saw a nice snippet of how Martinelli might play as a forward in the Leeds game. No, he was on that left, but scored through the middle. I mean, one thing I like, he makes that run off the shoulder. If you see how him and Lacazette play together, it's quite good. But he'd have to improve with his back to goal. I'd implore anyone, go and watch West Brom last season, where he had a good game, but he was against two very physical centre-backs in Kyle Bartley and Semi Ajayi, who, ironically, they both were at Arsenal's academy once upon a time. I see Arthur play the other day. He's definitely someone that would fit straight in, breaks the lines very well, has an eye for a pass. 100% the type of midfielder we need to be focusing on. Him and Xhaka in midfield together, though, defensive liability, if that was the case, I'm not going to cap. As he's been called up from loan, does Arteta have some plan to use him? He might do, or he might be finessing a loan. Who knows? You know, Tyrese, John Jules, Miguel Aziz. I'm definitely missing someone else out. These guys might head back on loan. I think we should play two up front, Martinelli and Laka. To be fair, if Mikel Arteta plays the same system he did at Liverpool, I don't mind it, to be fair, really. Obviously, a couple of personnel changes. We need options, man. You know, look at City. There's always a crisis where one centre back's not playing. You know, Ruben Dias, Laporte, Stones. There's always one that goes for a real purple patch. You saw Dias on the bench, I'm sure, against Chelsea, really and truly. And obviously, if you look at City's top players, there's a time where Gundogan's playing every game, Sterling's playing every game, Foden can't be the one dropped, and likewise, there's times where these men are on the benches and whatnot. Some Barca fans telling me Arthur's defensive work rate isn't the best, sometimes lacking. But I've said that he's a liability defensively. I'm not going to cap. 100% Martinelli has to work on his physicality, but mentality is right. Look how he went in on Van Dijk. No fear. I love it. You know, I love it for Martinelli. He never stops going, man. Goal coming like, if you know, you know. That's a throwback. Man said Frings, you know, 2006. If you know, you know. I heard his name in donkey's years. Maybe Pepe is out and about too much in the summer. Bit of a peculiar pattern that he always finishes the season on top form. I was expecting bigger things from him this season. I just think he's too frustrating. I feel, away from the obvious that Saka does, I feel Saka gives Arteta more confidence, where Pepe, well, my man will do nonsense for 80 minutes and then a bit of magic, or he will dance past five players and then fall over his laces. He's an enigma, really. I do think he should get a lot more football, but I understand. And really, the balance of the team is there right now. Does he deserve to be in? He deserves to get more minutes, 100%. But does he deserve to get more minutes as opposed of Martinelli, Smith Rowe off that wing, even Saka? Probably not. Charles, we need to get them Bayern Munich tablets. I'm not going to lie. Mikel Arteta was at Man City. Man City defo got some supplements and things going on there. Can we go and get that done? Pepe's a moments, man. Exactly. We need consistent 90 stuff. Man City winning the league without a striker. They can, because they can bop without a striker. But the one time they needed a striker last May, boy, it's a peak one. Exactly. Different players come clutch. And that's what you need, man. We can't rely. Obviously, there's players you rely on and talisman and stuff, but we always rely on one defender to be the difference defensively, an attacker to make the difference, a manager. It's all a collective sort of thing required, man. 100%. It's all a collective, and we're slowly starting to understand that. I feel fans are yet to really understand football is a squad game, and it's only when you're down to your bare bones that they're truly deep in it. But they'll get there. What other news is going on? Shout out Pablo Marie. What other Arsenal news is there? 189 likes, people. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you've done such. It's the same old, ain't it? The two top goal scoring teams are playing false 9/no striker, Liverpool and City. Exactly, but you know, you got Mo Salah, who's anything, you might as well call him a striker. Pardon me. Honestly, just watch Pepe's highlights reel at Arsenal. I would pay 100 million for his highlights. Top talent, though. Hope something clicks for him before it's too late. What on earth is this new TFL Arsenal merch? This club is a shambles. I mean, yeah, it's a shambles. No one should buy it. Trust. You could play Giroud's highlights and you'll think he's better than Pele. Bro, Giroud, yeah, he's a good player, but bro, his career is a movie. Like, they need to make his career a movie. And Giroud is, when I see Giroud's story, that's what Arsene Wenger's about. You know, my man had a difficult time making it out of football. Won what he needed to win at Arsenal. Won what he needed to win at Manchester United, at Chelsea. World Cup winner as well. Very underappreciated player, but at the same time, you know, we can't paint over history and act like the man wasn't frustrating. But Puskas Award, Giroud's had a great career, lived a movie, man. Playing for a big club in AC Milan now. Don't know if he'll pick up a trophy or two there, but yeah, man. It is what it is. It's a very interesting one. There's the time now. Are we at 200 likes yet? Come on, people. 2 more likes. Come on. Have I missed out anything that you guys have said? Don't think I have them on top form today. Ain't missed anyone out. But I'll never forgive Giroud for that season. There was a game, Southampton. I think we drew 0-0, but I saw Ozil visibly pissed off. I was pissed off. That's the first game I went to the Emirates. That was the first game which was 0-0. Do you know how many things were laid on a plate for Giroud? I was thinking, you're trying to sabotage this thing, man. Giroud is what Chelsea thought Lukaku would be, but with goals. Nah, man, there's no way you could look at Lukaku and think he can general play like Giroud. No way you could. No way you could genuinely look at that. Giroud's a baller. He's just not a goal scorer. Giroud's, as you see, when you've got people that, when you're not relying on him to bag the goals, you get a lot better. Apparently, Arsenal could open up to an 18-month loan with a buy option for Arthur, a formula that would meet Juventus' demands. The replacement is Zakaria, who is easier to get than Guimaraes. Gladbach would settle for 5 to 6 million euros to let him leave, says Miko Di Natale, who seems to be a journalist, which, again, I'll show you some confirmation on that one. Google Translate business. As again repeated, Arsenal could open an 18-month loan with a purchase option for Arthur, a formula that would meet the needs of Juventus and me. The substitute is Zakaria, which is easier to reach than Guimaraes. Gladbach BMG could settle for 5 to 6 million euros to let him go. So, yeah. I mean, Giroud's perfect to have in the squad. I wouldn't say Giroud was underrated, underappreciated. I wouldn't say underrated. There's no balance, really. Like, there's no balance when discussing him. He stunk up the place. Let's not forget Monaco as well. It's no coincidence Chelsea saw, I wouldn't say a better Giroud, but had more luck with him in terms of success. And France. Why? Because they're not relying on him. He's part of a system. Yeah, there was times where Giroud was scoring under Lampard. He definitely was scoring some vital goals to get them top 4, and he carried it. But they're never looking at him to be the goal scorer. We was looking at Giroud to be the 20 league goal man, like Lacazette. You know, we put people in positions they can't fill. You know, we're looking at Granit Xhaka to be the first choice midfielder week in, week out. This is the dangerous territory Arsenal find themselves in. Imagine playing with that, man. Bro, what's your thoughts on the media? Anything Arsenal does, they try to cause an outcry with their stories. Man, let's start a siege mentality, us against the world. Pardon my French, fuck the media. You know, the club have certain media outlets in their pocket. I'm not going to lie, but there's one rule for Arsenal and the next rule for others. At 11:30, we're going to discuss it, but stuff is the fallout over Liverpool's COVID stuff. No noise. Burnley have another game cancelled. No noise. There's one rule for Arsenal, 10 for others, but you know what it is. You know, they hate what they rate, in it. If they weren't hating, they weren't rating, in it. So it's as simple as that, man. Us, more us, less them, in it. They're pagans. Us against the world, in it. Let's do this thing. Simple as that. Fuck the refs. Fuck the media. Fuck Jamie Carragher. Fuck Gary Neville. Pardon my language, people, but it needs to be said. You know, forget all of them, man. Us against the world, man. How you doing, DJ? I'm doing well, man. I hope you're doing better now. The more success, you get more hate. Trust, man. People try to cancel me for no reason on Twitter. I hope that lady's football journalism career is taken off. I can't lie. Her, anyone that's a pagan, I'm onto them for the rest of life, man. Liverpool fans playing mind games with us, Saka saga. I hear it, man. You lot go grab Saka, man. I hear it. This is it as well. Giroud was very good at his individual talents. We wanted more from him than what was really on offer with Giroud, hence the issues trust. And if we deep it, has Lacazette been better than Giroud? Giroud was what, 12 million? Lacazette was what, 50? My maths is poor, but whatever the difference is, has Lacazette been better than that? Or have they been two birds of the same feather? I don't know. I'll leave you lot to draw the answer. Yeah, bro, I respect it, man. You're trying very hard. Gooners get battered everywhere they go. You know damn well there's a Tottenham tune. You know, celebrating like you won a League Cup final against Leicester. You know, when it mattered in the season, you needed to beat Leicester. You lot choked it and came third in a two-horse race. A two-horse race that is massively inflated. Now, I don't want Arsenal. You know, I was willing to let the narrative run because Arsenal actually bottled it. But how many times were you actually second or first chasing that? You know, add that to Tottenham beat Leicester, another team who bottles. Add that to we win interviews. Add that to, we win social media debates. Add that to Jamie O'Hara atting us on Talkshite. Wait, these are great trophies, man. I'm sure Conte is going to want to extend his 18-month contract. You wanted banter? Let's go, mate. Nice to see Harry Kane's found his level, though. Harry Kane, great player, man. I think Laka has been better than Giroud still. Stats probably don't back me, but Laka has offers way more throughout the game. I don't know. Like, genuinely, I don't know. I want to agree, but I don't know. Score prediction for the Liverpool game. I say we win 2-1. I hope so. Heart is saying 2-1 Liverpool. No, Brain is saying 2-1 Liverpool. Heart is saying 1-0 Arsenal. A dodgy corner. Gabriel or something. Poke that in. Wait. Extended. Belchy, look, got a couple more questions, people. I'm going to get out of here and prepare myself because we're back in under an hour. I don't want to bore you, look. 215 likes. If you hit the like button, big up yourselves. In fact, let me I want to know how much Giroud transfer mark. How many goals you end up scoring for Arsenal? I wonder what Giroud's most prolific season is as well. Well, to be fair, he's not. Oh, that's just in the Champions League. I'm about to say, Giroud, I'm sure you've scored for AC Milan. 6 goals already. To be fair, his record for Arsenal is not bad at all. It's not the greatest, but for 12 million, you got to respect Giroud's thing. 253 games, 105 goals, 41 assists. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. 12 million, 90 goals in 255 Premier League games. That tells you that, when it came to goal scoring, he probably didn't do the business that was required for us. But yeah, man, let's go on Lacazette. Who, a player I love a lot. Like Giroud, I like Giroud. 143 Premier League games, 53 goals, 26 assists in 190 games for Arsenal. 190 games for Arsenal. Lacazette, this is 70 goals, 32 assists. It's a mixed bag. It's 2 birds of the same feather, really. Trust. Giroud underappreciated, Donny, man. I personally think Lacazette has been way better. He's had to sacrifice a lot of his game for shit, man, that have been around him these last few days. Giroud had Ozil putting things on the plate. That's true, but, Lacazette had Ozil for a sec. And for me, it's just... I make them excuses for Lacazette as well. Like, I remember just getting mad at Arsene Wenger. Why are you taking him off in the last 10 minutes? Statistically, this is when the most goals are scored in the Prem. Lacazette's a good player. He just ain't been the guy. Giroud... just weren't the guy. He's a good player, just weren't the guy. Neither were the guys you could rely on and bet your hat on to score, man. And again, people forget them chances that Giroud missed some clangers, man. I remember Giroud's BS, man, but Giroud and Lacazette is trash versus garbage, really, isn't it? Really. So I don't respectfully to both players. It doesn't really matter, innit? It's 2 nitties fighting outside the bookies, as I always say. Is 2 shit, man. Really, like when I say shit, they're not shit, but shit, man. I wouldn't say Giroud cost us a title alone, but he stunk up the place. Arthur Melo, sorry, my guy. Arthur Melo really wants to go to Arsenal, but Juventus want replacements. That's BS if you see the amount of midfielders that Juventus have. And Arthur doesn't really play much for Juventus. I mean, if you want to fight the articles, fair enough. Bro, keep up the good work. As a fan, I'm really shocked that we didn't sign any players yet. We are really in need of a midfielder for me. I like TIELEMANS over Melo. What do you think? It's not going to happen in January, though. And you're right back, we do need cover. Man said, side note, DJ, I would like to extend an invite to Nairobi, Kenya, whenever you get the opportunity. Great place for tourists. I mean, big up Kenya. I'm not sure if I could tour around with the Kenyans or in any other country. I just think when you go to tourist places, you don't see the real countries, man. But you're right, Kenya looks beautiful. 15 games without a goal with all those creators in the team. Boy. Brazy one, man. Brazy. But yeah, people, I can't lie. With that being said, I'm back on in an hour. I just want to freshen up, specifically eat my breakfast. So yeah, in terms of content, it's a busy day, people. Do not ever forget that. One love to the 4 people who have hit the like button already. I don't really like this thumbnail. I might put the one from yesterday in. Yeah, we go live again at 11:30. As usual, I'm going to be live at 6:45, an hour before kickoff for Arsenal versus Liverpool. Make sure you've set your reminders, hit the like button on them videos as well as now. And don't forget, 3:30, we're playing Twitch. We're on Twitch playing Football Manager. We're definitely not playing Twitch. So make sure you're there for that one as well. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. And like I said, the good times are not done yet because we're going again, man. You need it inside, man. 100%. 100%. It's been a fantastic stream, an early morning stream, people. I don't know why I decided to do it. You know, we ain't going to see many of these, you know. It's 11:30 business, but yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to the Antiguans as well. Come on. Appreciate you watching. Shout out to all my West Indians. But yeah, I'll catch you lot again at 11:30. Any questions, talking points, anything, get thinking, hold them off until then. Members, I've told you, lot, I can't do a Q&A without you lot asking questions. There's only one question, and that's a bit sad, isn't it? So hit the YouTube community tab. You don't ask questions, you can't get your Q&A show. It's as simple as that. On that note, stay blessed, stay safe. Hopefully everyone's still in good spirits. Hopefully you all have a good day and move that much closer to your goals, hopes, dreams, and ambitions. Stay safe, stay in good health. I'll catch you lot in just under an hour. And whenever, if you're not going to be there. Peace.
Because you always use that active red light defending. I think it's like
Easy, 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 easy.